I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. A Bunnell woman accused of manslaughter gets her bond reduced, but it's still not low enough for her to get out of jail. Tammy Almond is charged with accidentally fatally shooting her friend Daryl Wilson with a rifle in early June in Bunnell. A judge reduced her bond from $250,000 to $75,000. Her attorney had argued for it to be dropped to $5,000 on the grounds that Almond had no record and was a victim of domestic violence. Almond claims she and her friend were house-sitting that night when she was holding a rifle and Wilson yelled bang, causing her to pull the trigger, sending a fatal bullet into him. Almond claims she suffered a major brain aneurysm 16 years ago, which doctors say causes her hands and feet to seize up. Her attorneys say the treatment she needs isn't available in the Flagler County Jail, but a judge determined since she's homeless with her entire family in West Virginia, Almond was too much of a flight risk to make bail.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
Today is National Coffee with a Cop Day, and Bunnell Chief of Police Tom Foster invites you out for a cup of coffee and some conversation at the Southern Table Restaurant at 501 State Street in Bunnell.
Come out and join me. Get a free cup of coffee. No agendas, no barriers. It just takes the willingness to sit down, listen, and have conversation. Building support with the community. Look forward to seeing everyone.
National Coffee with a Cop Day is designed to strengthen the relationship between police and members of the community. It's happening this morning from 8 to 9 a.m. at the Southern Table Restaurant at 501 State Street in Bunnell. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Carroll.
A Bunnell man who's been arrested nearly 24 times returns to a familiar place, jail, this time at his own request. Charles Skeeter Cowart Jr. was handcuffed on charges of being a felon in possession of ammo and tampering with evidence. Deputies say he got into a fight with his roommate and actually asked to be put behind bars, so he got his wish. Deputies say Cowart was last arrested in February after admitting to stealing a dozen flags, including 2 from the Flagler Beach Police Department. At the time, he claimed he was building a collection of stolen flags. In 2012, deputies say he was arrested for leading them on a chase through Bunnell while he was on a horse. A wetlands project has people taking sides, Tony Magoo reports.
The Coastal Wetland Restorations Project, directed by the St. John's Water Management District, has drawn concerns from coastal Flagler County residents and now from Flagler County commissioners. But there may not be much they can do. Here's County Commission Chairman Greg Hansen.
We don't get a vote. We had them come brief us, and we listened to public comment, and it was real clear that the people that live up there are not interested in doing that at all. And the fishermen are not interested in doing that at all. And the Water Management District heard all that. But once again, we don't get a vote on that.
County Commissioner David Sullivan, speaking at the October 1st meeting after Hansen, had this to say.
It's a gorgeous area the way it is right now. It's true the drag line was done 60, 70 years ago. It's gorgeous now. People use it all the time for kayaking, fishing. The fishermen are happy with the area. It's all been regrowth. My view is if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
The restoration project will also be the subject of 2 upcoming community meetings hosted by St. John's Water Management District. Both will be at Flagler Beach City Hall at 105 South 2nd Street. The first meeting will be held at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. The second will be held at 5:50 p.m. Wednesday, November 7th. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
About 250 walkers and runners turned out this past weekend for the Flagler Warriors 5K to raise money for families battling with childhood cancer. John Arking has the story.
The run, which benefited the Live Like Cameron Foundation, was organized by Judy Mazellet and Melissa Fulling, mother of Cameron Fulling, who became known in Flagler County for his heroic battle with brain and spine cancer until he lost his life in April 2017. Melissa Fulling said the $6,207 that was raised will help local families in a variety of ways.
We give the donations to the families in Flagler County, and it also goes towards our bags of hope that we give to the children that are hospitalized.
Karina Dudley's son Ryan is a cancer survivor, and she just wanted to help those in need of support.
The community support is what gets you through it, and then coming out on the other side and having a successful story makes you want to get back to all the other families that are going through it.
The walk kicked off from the Flagler County Emergency Operations Center in Bunnell, gathering support for the more than 15 kids and families who are fighting cancer locally. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.